Hello viewers, welcome back to English and Educational Updates. As you all can see on the screen, State Council of Educational Research and Training in collaboration with Samagra Shiksha Andhra Pradesh released a new module entitled Spoken English with a caption Let, Set and Speak. Dear viewers, in this short video, let us now explore SCRT's Spoken English module topics, discuss some of the components and highlight some of the suggested activities in the module. Please do subscribe and encourage us to do more educational videos. Go to playlist and access various kinds of educational videos such as SCRT thematic words, SCRT learn a word a day, trainings, SSC official model papers, and more importantly, Samagra Shiksha academic programs. Now, let us get into the details of the module. Look at the preface. This module contains a preface, and this preface highlights 3 points. The first one is importance of the spoken English. Second point is the nature of the module, and the third point is the role of the teachers. Now let us look at the first paragraph. As you all know that we use language primarily for communication purpose, and if you look at the second line, it highlights that English is the global language attained a global importance, and now it reached its zenith peak point. Since English is considered as a global language, English speaking abilities are inevitable in these cutthroat and rat race competitions. That's why it is considered as the need of the hour. And moreover, our medium of instruction is slowly shifted from bilingual medium to monolingual medium in a phased manner, from Telugu medium to English medium in the days to come. So it is necessary for every student and teacher to speak and let speak in English. So to take this thought into further action, this module has been prepared as an aid, as a kind of support for the teachers and the students. Now let us discuss the nature of the book. So it highlights that it is not an instructional course. So it is this course or this module contents should not be taught at all. It can be employed as or used as practice book for teachers and students with audio, video and printed material. Teachers are given complete freedom to invent and innovate their ideas during the classroom transaction. So we are not supposed to use as it is. We may supplement, we may complement the activities. We can add or delete whatever suggested activities, but ultimate goal is make sure that we are encouraging the children to start thinking in English. Underline this point, thinking in English. So it's a starting step, so that once they start thinking in English, they can produce ideas in English and they can frame sentences in a step-by-step manner. The basic instinct behind the structuring of this module is to foster, to encourage the English speaking abilities among children. A positive step towards any endeavor or effort leads to success. So success stories of children can come with only the starting step. That starting step should be having a positive attitude. The continuum of, so this is a continuous process. So this module is not at all final. It can be one of the sources to develop speaking skills among children. Now let's get into the contents of the module. So it has 5 components, namely importance of spoken English, weekly schedule. There are 18 weeks schedule activities, and it also contains additional activities for practicing spoken English. And let's practice discourses. Discourse means here a piece of context, a spoken context that can be more than a sentence, so revolving or containing a theme, so that children are at liberty to use language naturally. So some of the examples of discourse are conversation, speech, letter writing, diary entry, etc. So we can say that discourse is nothing but a piece of language used in context for spoken purpose or written purpose. The last one is structural English, which means a set of sentence patterns with subject, verb, object, and additional elements, and practicing examples. So this is the brief information about the contents of the module. Now let's highlight the objectives of the program. So objectives of the program are to sensitize students to speak English freely, fearlessly, flawlessly, and confidently, to create an English speaking environment. So our objective is that, so let there be some spoken English among the children in the classroom or outside the classroom, with maybe it may contain errors, it may be containing mistakes, but we need to promote confidence, to make children learn English through fun activities, to inculcate the habit of reading stories using read along app or we love reading activities, to introduce children some presentation skills. And these are the some of the objectives. It may be broad, and we may be confining to only some of the specific objectives as per the needs of the children. And it contains four components: fun time, interaction time, reading time, practice time. So these are the some of the sub components. Now let us take 1 week activity as a sample and discuss elaboratively, so that we can have fair idea about this module. So dear viewers, as you all see on the screen, this is a weekly schedule containing a topic, self-introduction, with an expected outcome, speaking about oneself or herself. So here the main objective is students are supposed to speak about themselves freely, fluently, and confidently. So let us look at the some of the components of the week 1 activities. So day 1 start with Monday and ends with Friday or Saturday as per the schedule. So day 1 includes fun time. So here there is a caption, let us do, show the video and conduct the game. So here there is a game, a language game, where all the students are given, all the students are participated, and to introduce themselves. So there will be a ball, and the ball will be passed to everyone, and they need to be forming into groups and introducing about themselves. So day 2 activity is talking time. So let us do caption, pair up students. So practice the given conversation, present it. So there will be a conversation between two students, and the entire week 1 will be revolving or discussing only this theme called self-introduction. Then day 3 will be circle time with a caption, let us do. So it's a pair activity which includes highlighting the some of the action verbs, and they have to act and mime accordingly. So may I know your name? What are you doing? Hi, I'm Ravi. I'm an artist. I am painting a picture. So your painting a picture can be imitated, can be mimed, can be acted out. So after the talking time and circle time, say doing time with framing sentences. So here there is a substitution table given, and are you a student? The response could be yes, I am a student. If the answer is no, then say no, I am not a student. Like that, all the sentence structures are given here, only substitution can be done by the students. And let me ask is another sub element where students ask and elicit the responses from the partner or the fellow student. What's your name? My name is Ramesh. How old are you? I am 8 years old. What are your hobbies? My hobbies include. So like that, the responses can be elicited. After this circle time, there will be sharing time. So here all links are supplied. So if you copy this entire link and can be pasted in the internet browser to extract the concerned video clip. So this is a telephonic conversation and discussing the some of the topics here. And after that, let us do present the following self-introduction. So here self-introduction is, the sample is given, and by looking at the sample one can make minimal changes, minor changes, and the students can come up with self-introduction activity. Then it follows practice time. Students prepare and practice their introducing themselves, and accordingly they can get involved in this spoken English module. Day 6 will be presentation time. Students present introducing themselves before the class. So here this is a practice, they prepare and practice. So rehearsal can be done with help of the concerned teacher. Later, individual presentations do take place in the classroom. Like this, week 1 gets complete. Now let us go to week 2 activities. Introducing family with expected outcomes. Students can speak about their family members fluently and confidently. So there will be 6 sub-components here: fun time, talking time, circle time, sharing time, practice time, and presentation time. So the first one is miming activity to act as a trigger, watching the video and conducting a game. Then pair activity for the students to practice the conversation about describing the family members and their professions. And circle time includes framing sentences, substituting the words. Then Q&A response, then sharing time about family members. Sample 1 and sample 2 are supplied, then practice time followed by presentation time. So likewise, we can have week 3 activity on introducing friends with an objective. Students can speak about their friends fluently and confidently. Here, family members is not correct here, because in the second week activity, it is just for taken as it is. So here, introducing friends, talking about their friends. So fun time, so small rhyme, bits of paper rhythm. So my name is Lata, my name is Lata. Like that, the same sentences can be reproduced as many times as possible to inculcate activating the organs of the speech of the children. Talking time, sharing a conversation. Circle time, practicing substitution table. And introduction about the friends, sample sentences, sample scripts are given. Practice time and presentation time. So likewise, week 4 is about my likes and dislikes, wherein the objective is to converse in English and expressing likes and dislikes. So thumbs up and thumbs down activity followed by pair activity to practice the conversation on Diwali festival day. Why was it celebrated? Why does Neha like to celebrate in that particular manner without uh, producing horrible sounds? She likes to celebrate in an eco-friendly manner. So some of the likes and dislikes are clearly mentioned in this discourse called conversation, followed by substitution table with I like to watch, I don't like to watch. So to just import meaningful sentences to express likes and dislikes, what someone likes, what someone doesn't like, followed by eliciting responses using some of the language checks called I really enjoy, I am a huge fan of, I don't like. So in brackets, some of the language fragments are supplied. We can make use of them and frame full sentences. Then therefore we'll be sharing time about favorite sports star PV Sindhu's likes, and by watching this video clip we can get to know what are her likes and dislikes, followed by practice time and presentation time. So now let us go to week 5, my daily routine, which contains a game, and students will be able to pose questions about their other family routine. So here the conversation is about uh, sharing a daily routine of Sudha and Ronnie, then followed by circle time with substitution tables. Therefore, we'll be sharing time with highlighting some of the action words of the daily routine, such as get up, take, goes, takes, takes, returns, reads, spends, goes, has. So this entire paragraph is used in simple present tense to describe the daily routine. So like this, language is provided, context is provided. So just students are supposed to make use of this given sample. to develop the uh, skill called describing the routine, and links are also provided to get additional support, followed by practice time and presentation. Like this we can this is up to week 5 we have explained this process. Now entire uh, module contains 18 weeks. Now let's just have a cursory glance on the topics. Week 6 contains my favorite food. Week 7 is about my village. Week 8 is about at home. Week 9 is about storytelling. Week 10 is about asking for directions with lot of inputs, language inputs. Week 11 is about telephonic conversation. Week 12 includes recently watched TV show. Week 13 contains a conversation or discussion at market. Week 14 encompasses my recently visited place. Week 15 is about my favorite game. Week 16 is about my favorite leader. Week 17 is about my country and your feelings about your country and sharing the experience. Week Last week activities comparing for annual day celebrations, wherein it includes a lot of fun activities because it's the last day of the academic year. Likewise, we can uh, have a glance at week-wise activities and some of the tasks to be performed by the students. And it also contains additional activities with the language functions, describing, making a suggestion, which we all discussed in class 10, and apologizing, WH questions. So let's practice discourses, describing things, daily routine, model presentation, speech activities, storytelling activities, and finally it contains some of the best uh, best poems that are extracted, and finally this gets concluded with structural English and with sample sentence patterns. So with this we conclude the video, and we wish you all happy learning and keep learning. Please do subscribe and encourage us to do more educational videos. Have a great day.